Welcome to the VIP section.
Shay baby, Shay baby,
Yes,
Talk to me.
we're here. Don't give him a bomb.
Shay, what up, man? Tone, what up?
Yo, it was my nigga. What's good? Matter of fact,
Yo, you know,
my brother was good,
man.
man. My brother was good. What's good? Yo, Tone, you pulled up for your birthday, man. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So, Mims, let's start from where it all started with, in a nutshell, of how it led off to where you are now and what you're doing now.
Yeah.
But I really am interested in the how it all started part, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
man,
know a lot of people are too. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
My nigga,
I mean,
I'm saying quiet. I want to know. Yes.
you know
facts.
what? I was gonna say that's a long story, man. So I feel like that might be way too long to
Is that for the sit down?
I will probably more for the sit down, more
Okay,
for a
I respect
documentary
that.
or something in that world.
Got you.
But
Got
I
you.
give you the what they call it, the shorter version.
Thank you.
You know, New York artist, man, born and raised in Wash Heights, moved to Long Island. You know, started my music career out in LI, met a few, dope people out there. Fast forward, had the whole starving artist
Shout out to
period
Hofstra.
from like, shout out to Hofstra for sure. The whole starving artist period from, I think when I was around, like, I would say like 18 to like when my career took off around 24 years old. Just being out in the city, embracing, getting the love, going to studios like y'all, robbing out with y'all. Tone blessed me
Definitely.
with a lot of records back then as well too.
100%.
A lot of those samples, heavy records.
Facts, definitely.
But yeah, man, I mean, just hard work, man, and just being on the ground. I think, and in the same, I'm gonna say something just to fast forward it, right? Like, I love music and I love what it's done for me. And I continue to enjoy it and I continue to be a part of the culture. But just like you, I feel like I was meant for something bigger. And that's when I started to transition in the technology, in the tech space, the whole NFT world, blockchain,
100%.
Bitcoin, all that stuff. So that's why I'm here now. And, just trying to push the culture forward, educate people.
No, but I
in the
respect
space.
that, though, because a lot, see, this is the thing. People don't understand. You got to use, and I'm talking from a kid that how I was able to even work with you is, my father was in the business and he was a person who understood how to use the business just to get things going and you got to understand that nothing lasts forever. And that's what people don't understand. So you got to have a plan B even when the plan A is even rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I feel like they need to hear, like, somewhat of the story of how you even said how you felt like something was bigger out there for you.
I guess let's say it like this. Sometimes your original plan A becomes plan B because
100%.
another plan A comes along and you're like, okay, cool, we locked in. So
Mims and Chameleon is like the best to do it from music to the next thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we take on two different positions too. I like to always tell people, like, my side of the coin right now is really the educational side and bringing that culture back, bridging the gap between the technology space and the entertainment world. A lot of people have done well. Like, a lot of artists do well on the investment side. A lot of them do well on putting their money into certain things. Me, I tend to pride myself on really, really just kind of saying, hey, what's the newest technology and how can we utilize it in the music space and what can we do, to make the music space a better place. So, that's my goal right now.
Definitely, because I saw on your page, I saw you and Eric was doing something at one of those functions.
The Metaverse. Yeah. That's what I want to talk to you. I'm trying to tell everybody.
The Metaverse is there. Is no, but Mims, listen, on this platform, we done had a lot of upcoming artists, even artists that are even out there that's been on the platform, and it's been all about just playing music. This is big something for the night. An artist that's been there with a hit record that don't get no bigger than, you can't go bigger than number one.
This is the perfect platform, right? Because you guys have artists that are entering into the business right now, and a lot of them are looking at the old school way of doing things and thinking that may be the way that they need to solidify their career. And that's really not the truth. The truth is that you should be paying attention to technology. So I take you back, like even back, even like during the studio days when we were in the studio, and these websites kept popping up. I think back then we had Black Planet. You know, obviously MySpace was a huge utility tool for me in my career. And then it went on to be certain things like Facebook, Instagram. So now all of those are basically what we consider Web 2, right? Web 2 is the internet of the past. Web 3, the metaverse, and what everyone's talking about now is basically the internet of the future. And the reason why it's such an important thing is because for the first time ever in history, the people are allowed to use, I'm going to say use the internet platform as a means to, you know, promoting themselves, market themselves, but also using blockchain and cryptocurrency as a way of rewarding their fans and rewarding them and getting paid themselves. So there's a lot going on in the space. And
what you mean in the when you say the space?
Yeah.
Let's get out because I'm blind with all this. Tone is
my nigga.
Tone's not.
I follow you, my nigga.
Tone's not. Tone's there.
The NFT party out there. I wish I don't know how to get invited or get. I'll be in the lives listening. I promise you. That's how.
Tone is there.
We're gonna tap in, Tone. We're gonna tap in. Sure,
no, Tone is there.
Yeah. What I would say is, okay, cool. So look, the Web3, the metaverse, right? It's bigger than just going out in a virtual world and hanging out. It's about what it can do, right? So back, I want to say like maybe 5 years ago, I had this crazy idea that no matter what I did with my music, I always wanted to give a fan a life-changing experience. So right, I always wanted to give something back to a fan or a listener, or even someone who's an aspiring musician. That was my goal back then. But you didn't really have technology that gave you the ability to do it, or at least not one that was transparent. Now that we have blockchain technology, it is complete transparency. So you can basically see every transaction that's on the blockchain. Like, you know, if you told me your wallet number, I could legit go into your wallet and basically see how much money you got in your wallet, depending if that information is public. But my point to say is that for the first time ever, obviously artists have the ability to reward their fans in real time and engage in their fans in real time. And you don't necessarily have to have those crazy numbers like we did have to have back in the day, which is, right. You know, when we're launching a record with the label, I spent $1 million on promo, $1 million+ on marketing. And that was because I needed to reach 1 million people in order to just to break even. Nowadays, with NFTs,
like Kanye with this thing he just came out with. Yeah. He sold 11,000 copies and made like almost $2 million off 11,000 copies.
Facts.
Put the control in his hand, and obviously has the ability. I don't have a STEM player, but from what I realized, the idea is that he can just launch any new record that he wants, and his fans will get rewarded with something. So it's a means of rewarding. Now, he's not using blockchain technology. I'm sure he could at some point in time, but you know,
no, I'm just saying he's using technology to cut out the middleman and make a lot off a little. Like, and I know with the metaverse and what you're talking about is the same thing. That's all I was saying. Just
it is.
You can make a lot just off a little.
The only difference is that in the blockchain space, any fan that's a part of someone's career early who holds on to, let's say, an NFT. We use an NFT as an example. 5-10 years from now, that NFT could build so much value that a person can actually sell it back and make money off of I don't want to call it an investment, but off of supporting an artist. So right. Lit 60K, if he has even a fraction of the fans that most people have, let's say he's got 5,000 people that are willing to support him. Yeah. I'm sure, but all it takes is, let's say he can get 5,000.
No, he's just saying if you got 5,000, you can work with 5,000. He's saying.
Yeah. So artists on this platform had over 5,000.
No. But what I like about what Mims is talking about, let's be realistic here. Let's talk about the 5,000 fans. Let's not talk about niggas with 100,000. Let's talk about the 5,000.
Realistic numbers, right? So let's say you got 5,000 fans that are willing to support you, and you say to them, "Look, man, I'm launching this project, this NFT project, and I'm the first launch of my project. I'm gonna put out a PFP, which is like, you know, the same pictures you see people doing, the apes and the monkeys and stuff like that. And if I can get 5,000 people to commit to buying this, and holding on to this, and I'm gonna reward you guys for the rest of my career. So I'm gonna reward you with free tickets to my concerts, you know, backstage access." access to merchandise that you wouldn't get, access to music that you wouldn't get. Now let's imagine, Lit 60K in this example goes on and he becomes, I don't want to compare him, but let's say he's as big as Drake. And the first 5,000 people that supported this guy are still holding on to this unique piece.
Yes.
Imagine how much that would go.
It's like a penny stock going. It's like a
world.
penny stock going to $1.
I'm not gonna lie, Tone. I've been always trying to figure out what an NFT was. And I even watched Tyler, the Creator. I put it on the page too. He said, "What the fuck is an NFT?" I don't give a fuck about an NFT. And I was listening to him, and I was like, "Oh shit, like Tyler, Creator was talking like me." Actually, we're wrong. The NFT makes sense because you're locking yourself in with the person for a lifetime at a cheap price now.
Yeah,
before
when you believe in something, you can support it early.
100%.
If you catch that person you really believe in, and then they build more super fans, there's going to be somebody out there that says, "Yo, I'll give you 10 times what you paid for that NFT, just because I'm a bigger fan than you." And I think that's what we get in this whole Web3 space that doesn't exist in the traditional internet space right now.
So a person could just this is how I'm thinking, especially if it's like if you're an artist. Let's just say we'll use Lit 60K as an example. Say if he starts his NFTs, he has 5,000 available NFTs to sell. Right? They're about a penny. They would be a penny. Right?
Shout out to Reef Hustle in the building.
He could actually make the price whatever he wants. Let's say he charges. I want to say, let's be fair. Let's say 500 a pop, right? I think that's more of a fair.
They can go up to that price. I don't know.
He could set the
I was
price.
just talking like stock.
He can set it for whatever he wants. He
said it for whatever he wants. Okay. So let's just say hypothetically, so we can keep the numbers low. He said $1, and I wanted to buy all 5,000 of them. So I have them all, and he comes out with some crazy song. Everyone's feeling them, and now these just could be worth $10. And he might have 5,000 fans that want to buy them for $10 because they think it might be worth 500 one day, like you just said.
Oh, I mean, the mama just listening. The mama just listening. Yeah, you caught her attention. That's his manager.
All right, I'm gonna keep it real with so one, I don't want to get in trouble with the SEC. So I'm not going to use words like investment because it's not an investment. It's not a traditional investment where you're supposed to make money off of it. But let me reposition it to you. If you're a fan, you could think like that 100%, right? So that's fine. But the whole purpose of launching NFTs is to build a community. So you really want 5,000 different people buying your stuff. You don't want one person buying all 5,000, because if you got 5,000 people out there that own a NFT or something you drop, you got 5,000 supporters. You got 5,000 people on your street team that's making sure your brand is elevating. So yeah, the goal is to build the biggest community that you can imagine. But theoretically, yes, you can buy 5,000 if you want to go out there and spend, 5,000, buy 5,000 yourself, Tone. You could do it for sure. It just may not help you because you want more people as a mouthpiece.
I was just talking about the resale, like a quick resale. If I believed it was, you know what I'm saying? But you're right, because the 5,000 are also the people that's gonna be reposting your shit on Instagram. They're gonna be following all your YouTube, reposting your YouTube. They're gonna be helping push your whole brand period forward. Yeah, because they want the NFT to go to the next level.
Exactly. And what I like to say is why I use realistic numbers, right? And we hope and pray that everybody gets to those million people numbers and million figures and stuff. But the reality is that, even in my career, yes, I'm still checking my Spotify numbers and I still get amazing streams. But the reality is that if I had the reward, if I'm going to go out and do something in my career that I know there's only going to be a select few of people that are actually going to be diehard enough to support it. So I'd rather focus just on them. So to me, numbers like 5,000, 10,000 make a lot of sense. And the reason why is because you could we could talk about the financial side of music. I don't want to go too crazy into how record labels deal with artists and things of that nature. I've been an advocate for people trying to remain as independent as they can until they feel it's necessary to upstream to a major label. But the reality is that at the end of the day, there's a power that you possess as an artist when you have a community of people, diehard community of people supporting you, and that's all that matters. So 5,000 diehard people is better than 1 million people that are just here today and going tomorrow.
Well, I always knew that you was very intelligent though, because just the way you did it. Like, that's why I said to sit down, we can get into how everything, but just with the whole, like you said, the MySpace, you knew how to, you know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it real, we all had MySpaces. Niggas was looking for joints on there. You know what I'm saying? You know what was doing you, and you was working it. Yeah.
You know what was one of the
bottom line.
Yeah. One of the first websites, like when the internet first started buzzing, let's say 2002, 2003. You definitely was buzzing on this. Remember all the nightclubs?
All the nightclubs, man. Damn, yeah, that was a big one. The New York City nightlife.
Yeah, when you was going out in the clubs, you take your pictures, you're on the internet. That was like one of the first things.
I'm gonna tell you, it's wild. Yeah, like, yo, listen, let's talk about like New York back then. That's like an era. That's like the golden era for me in regards to like going out, partying, and things like that. But yeah, I mean, that was a tactic that we used, man. Shout out to my team from back then. You know, we wanted to flood the streets as much as we could. We wanted to be everywhere we could, at every place that we could be at. So, you know, a lot of people don't realize, even though I didn't, my
Shout
career,
out to my boy PM.
Yeah, my career got started in the South, essentially, because the record blew up from Florida before it blew up everywhere else.
Facts.
But we
I was with CL on that road trip where we took all your music before This Is Why I'm Hot. It was me, Al Lindstrom, Gunther. I went to the Gunther with CL. Oh my God. I did all the job and I can't believe it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, shout out to CL. Yeah, so so do you think that the artists, they should, so you're saying they should definitely look into the NFTs?
I mean, I'm not just gonna say NFTs. If you're not looking into technology and the future of technology to utilize it to your advantage, then yeah, you're gonna get left behind. I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of people look at what's going on right now, and that's all they can focus on. But it's always that one innovative artist that looks and says, okay, I see a crack in the system. Let me focus my attention and my energy here. And you see over the last the evolution of hip hop for the last 20 years is always that one or handful of people that come in a certain way and make a mark or a dent in the industry. So yeah, I tell artists now, you got to.
I just pinned what this guy, my man Kenny, just said. He said one investor can change the price of an NFT dramatically. Is that true?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's
that's crazy.
Wait. Let me ask you a question, man. All right, just for the artists that don't know anything about an NFT, like just for like the artists that don't know anything about how to work a record or they just know how to make the music. Do you, or is there a company that someone can call like to like, you know what, I just want to make the music and be the artist, and you handle my NFT stuff?
Yeah.
Is there anyone doing that yet?
Well, all right. So quiet as kept, we're working on something that'll be like a more of an entry level position for people who don't understand it. But there's a lot of platforms. I mean, the truth is that I would say, you know, YouTube University is a great place to go to sometimes when you got.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's what.
Right. Just
get my doctorate in that right now.
Exactly. So if I'm giving out game, I would say, man, do your research. I mean, it's not, you know, there's definitely a learning curve when it comes to blockchain and crypto. There's 100% a learning curve. You got to have a wallet. You got to understand how to move funds from one wallet to the next. You got to understand the different, currencies that they have out there, the different protocols to use. I don't want to nerd out on this session and just say a bunch of
no. Don't ever say that, bro. This is like this is shit niggas need to know, because listen, I mean, it's but so much, you know, boom bapping and drilling niggas can do. You just said that.
It's the money. Like this is like
you're supposed to take that rap money and learn how to get real money.
Yeah, like
that's the difference.
Like for everyone that think nerd talk is whack, you're still stuck in the dinosaur era. Like, you better figure out how to take that dope boy talk and learn that nerd talk.
Fact. We watching
like you can really. It just takes a little to make a lot, and you know you got a little, and all you artists have a little, right? Go ahead, Mims. I'm sorry.
No, it's this simple.
We hear.
It's this simple. The ones that don't listen, that backed out and went to, going to look for lives where the bitches are at.
This is gonna be on
that's where they're gonna be doing their whole life instead of really learning how to, make money. Like, listen, we watch niggas that we grew up with. They talk this shit. They making money off doing this. The niggas from Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Those niggas in the bomb, so those niggas running around talking the same shit. Them niggas is getting money doing that. And that's what it's about. They teach niggas how to get money.
They getting superstar money.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Rappers want to be them.
Definitely.
Rappers want to be them. So yeah, let's
go.
Trust me, I can do that nerd talk all day. Like and I can do boom bap, I can talk drill, whatever. But it's like at the end of the day, there's bills to be paid, and if you want to get to that next level for you and your last name, not your first, you gotta listen to niggas like Mims, and that's why I'm tapped in right now. Like
100%.
Glad you're here, but
you want
on Instagram, my nigga, I really am one of those nerds that be following you, listening to all that shit. I know you. I want to get into the metaverse. You just did your thing on the metaverse. You had like a metaverse party. I want to talk about that.
That's what we're gonna talk about.
Everybody about that.
That's what we're gonna get you right now. Give a bomb real quick, Tone.
Yeah.
This is the question everybody want to know.
I feel bad, bro, smoking in front of you because I want to feel like I'm in class, but I'm about to roll up.
Nah.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Here's the question. How the fuck is it in the space?
Yeah, man. I mean, the metaverse is first of all, there's so many different metaverses that are popping up. So I mean, when y'all hear the word metaverse, just understand it's just the third iteration of the web. So it's web.
Okay, so it's not one spot to go to.
Nah, it ain't one spot.
It's a lot of different.
That's a terminology that's thrown around, but the reality is that it's just the newer iteration of the web. It's basically combining web-based technology, virtual reality-based technology, augmented reality technology, and blockchain, and they basically combine it and put it all together. So I'm gonna give you guys like another.
Just for terminology talk. So if you were like, "Yo, I got a company on the internet," you now say, "I have a company on the metaverse."
Nah, if you have a company that's built, that's combined, that's I guess in a sense combining blockchain technology and web technology. Then you can basically say that you're building on Web3. So let me because I don't want to like skip and jump and then people start getting confused. But the reality of where we are now is that there's a technology that was created a few years back. I want to say early 2010s, around that time, called blockchain technology. And what it is just a ledger system, a system of checks and balances. So like in the olden days or when I got in the game, everything that as an artist, and when I needed a check to get cut, I had to go through an accounting department where it was physically a person sitting there saying, "Yo, this is how much money came in from USA. This is how much money came in from China, wherever the money came in from. There was a human being recording that information, and it left room for a lot of error. So sometimes I would get checks that was missing a couple of zeros on the end of it, and that's only because I relied on human, we don't call it human error or corruption or greed or whatever you want to call it, to actually check on my funds. And I think when blockchain technology was created, the whole purpose of it was to eliminate that middleman or eliminate that room for error. So the phase that we're entering into now is the ability not only to build on top of the same technology, but also reward people for doing things that are real simple. So, for example, they have this new thing now called play to earn gaming, right? So I know all of us, we love to play, PS5 or whatever you got, Xbox, but you'll play your 2Ks and you'll play your what's the hot game, man? Grand Theft. But also let's use Grand Theft as an example. Grand Theft is technically quote unquote a metaverse. The problem is
that's what I thought. That's what it looked like.
It's essentially what that is, and what the difference is that you can buy something in Grand Theft Auto and it's going to stay on the game. It's never going to be something that you can. It's never going to be something that you could tangibly sell later on. So just imagine if Grand Theft Auto were to use blockchain technology and have a token or
where you can sell shit in there to each other, real money shit, actually, right?
So what happens if an artist wants to have a concert? What happens if an artist wants to have a concert and say it can get 5,000 people in the metaverse? Like say it got that real core, 5,000 people. Let's just say 5,000 people. Say 1,000, whatever. And those people, and they can click on your.
You said it happened before.
Can they buy your?
Where we going?
Can they buy your? Can they buy your like your merch there, or like when they're there they can buy your NFTs and everything, and if you buy your NFTs you get like a hoodie in the mail, and you get to download your music.
Tone, you see, you know where we going with it, Tone. You saying it all right there. That's exactly what's happening
I
in the
know
space.
that's why I wanted to go to the party, but I was like,
wait, hold on.
By the glasses in Tom.
Now, I heard you say you know where we going with it. So
I know because I know.
Hold on. Hold on a second. Wait. So are you saying
these niggas started?
You started the metaverse?
No.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Nah,
yo, for real, because that shit's about to be the biggest shit ever.
No, but
I mean, there's a lot of different metaverses, and there's a lot of companies I work closely with to to advise them and what they're doing in the space. And there's definitely a lot of companies that when the time comes, I'll make recommendations on. But the reality is that there's so many people building in the space right now. There's so many things going on in it. You got platforms like Decentraland, Sandbox. Facebook just changed their name to Meta. So there's a lot of people that are now targeting this whole metaverse slogan and metaverse world. What you really want to pay attention to is the ones that are actually going to be rewarded.
Which one is the hip hop world
platforms?
Which one is the like? There's mad stuff on the internet, but there's only a couple that hip hop go to. Like which?
Yeah, I know. Snoop just did a deal with Sandbox, right? So Sandbox is a metaverse that's building out. Snoop just did a real big deal with them several months ago. So that's something good. There's a few that's popping up all over the place, and there's a few that are a few companies that we're advising to try to get some artists to go over to them as well. So
how can a person who's doing anything on Instagram move their thing to the metaverse? I'm just asking for everyone that's doing anything on Instagram.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to start getting in. If you don't got Discord, you want to start getting in some of these big Discord rooms and being a part of these bigger Discord communities, so you can start spreading your brand into some of these communities, so people start knowing you are. I mean, right at this point in time, I would say jump in every metaverse that you can, see what you like, see what you like about it. But it's bigger than just kind of going in and hanging out and networking and meeting people. What I was saying before with the play to earn thing is that people are actually playing video games now, earning cryptocurrency that they can actually change for real money. So there was a video game created called Axie Infinity, or company Axie Infinity created a game called Blood Moon Rising, and they allow people all over the world to basically play this game and win what they call SLP, right? So I think it's Sleepy Love Potion or something like that. And they can actually take this SLP once they win it, cash it in on an exchange, and then convert it back to fiat. So real currency. And I think that this is huge, right? Because you look at some of these countries.
Is Madden going to be on that, or 2K or anything?
Well, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping that one of these big AAA gamers will come and say, you know what, let's start producing games in the metaverse and really start rewarding people for playing it. Not just the bigger, cats like FaZe Clan and them that get rewarded for it. You can start rewarding the everyday person for just playing video games. And I think that's the cool factor. That's one of the cool things that's coming to quote unquote the metaverse. When we talk about music, the fact that we can reward our fans for rocking out with us from day one. We can reward our fans for doing anything, whether it be sharing a song, just something as little as, you hear a hot record and you like, yo, I like this record, and you share it to 10 of your people. 10 months down the line, that artist blows up. You should be rewarded for being a part of that process. And blockchain technology allows you to do that. So it's really a lot of levels and layers that we're just now getting to. This is just the beginning of it all, man. So there's a lot that's gonna come with it. Sure.
It's crazy how you did, like, almost 20 years ago, like when the game was changing from physical CDs and records. You was like the first artist to say, listen to, like, follow me, bozos. Like, this is how you make $1 million quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody, like, it kind of, I want to drop a bomb to this, but you definitely, the whole industry followed. Like, we're out on the live with somebody who changed the whole.
Nah, for real, man. Seriously.
The industry changed the whole game because of something that you and your team did. And, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's, I'm gonna tell you, and you're saying 20 years later, the game is about to change again. Follow me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts.
We're gonna have the same conversation. Like I think it was, I want to say like '06, '07. I think around the time that Steve Jobs had the iPod, right? And I think
What was
I did
that
a
thing that,
campaign for
what
Microsoft.
was the Zoom? Remember the
Yeah, I was
Zoom?
gonna say I did a campaign for Microsoft with
Yeah.
the Zoom player,
Remember the
and
Zoom
you start
shake?
Yeah,
realizing
facts.
how big MP3s were going to get, and I started realizing that the trends are going to start moving toward away from physical sales and into the digital era. And then, it's wild because it's a gift and a curse, right? Because right around that same time, I got a lot of slack for it because in order to have a project deemed successful, you'd have to move a million records in a week, and I was really just doing that from a digital standpoint, but not doing it from a physical standpoint. And people couldn't understand why that was, and they looked at it unsuccessfully, and that's cool.
They didn't
'Cause I
know that
feel
was the
like
successful. That's the real way to do it.
Yo, to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
That's a fact, my nigga.
It really wasn't hating. It was the propaganda.
No, what he's
had to say, this nigga, don't go that way. You're fucking up our money.
Yeah.
But it was inevitable.
no, what he's saying is that they were so used to the old school way of saying, if you didn't sell 1 million records, physical copies in the store from Sam Ash, such and such, and then but wait, you got all these internet sales, but
Yeah, they didn't understand.
Yeah,
And I think that's
right
the
now
same
they
thing
don't.
we're gonna talk about this when we do the sit down, but yo, I remember, like my nigga, I remember the days you from Hofstra to here to the basement of the house doing working on like pre-demo shit, like on some real shit.
Yeah.
And do you remember the day? I forget the name of this hotel. I was dating this girl at this time, and we had like an anniversary. We stayed at this hotel right on 42nd Street. Right before you took off for your tour, you had your tour bus out there. My man, Big Dog, Lawan, CL,
Lawan.
everybody was at, like,
Shout
I didn't
to-
even know
shout to
y'all was
Lawan.
there. It was like the day before y'all left. It was like I saw you, like y'all was in the room. You remember that hotel? I forgot the name.
Yeah. The Time Hotel.
Oh my God, this nigga has the smoke. His memory, yo. I was in that hotel, but nevertheless, I saw you, and that was like the last time. You still normal, 100% the same nigga. But that was like like you left for Stardom like that,
I was going. Yeah.
You
No,
going from there. I see you.
Nah,
I see you.
remember.
Like I'm like the last nigga to
No.
see you. Like
The last time that I ran into you, I don't know if you remember, but you remember the old Limelight, the church?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Check this out. Get this nigga a bomb, Tone. And you know what? You're not really a basketball nigga like that, right? Sports type of guy,
Nah,
right?
I am. I'm
Okay.
big. I'm big on the ball. Yeah.
Check this out.
Shout to Lance Stevenson. I know
Yes!
you too, right?
You
Yeah.
remember
Shout to
that?
Lance Stevenson.
Tone, this nigga did Lance Stevenson's 16th birthday party in the Limelight, Tone. Lance is at that time, Lance was like Stephon Marbury. He was like projected to go straight out of high school. Lance is, he's a big star right now, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
at that time in high school, the only reason why I was even there.
on MTV?
No, the only reason why let me tell you why I was there, Tone. I was there because this is the crazy shit. I was there because Russ was there, the guy who came on before you. I don't know if you was watching him, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he made it to the league too, but he was there because they played ball together. They from Brooklyn. They were real close friends. So yeah, I knew that Mills was performing. I said, I gotta go. Me and my wife went there, man. That's a fact. We saw you perform, man.
It's crazy. I think I got sued. Like I had a double booking that day, and I had got sued because that's a longer story. But I had a double.
You stayed out the Rock with Lance.
And I
stayed at Rock. Yeah, that was love.
Yeah, I rocked there for a little while, and then my other show, they kind of, But yeah, that was a good night, man, for sure.
Hell yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's what I said, man. Yo, man. Listen, we gonna save everything for the sit down, man. We gotta get up out of here. We've been on for 2 hours for Tone's birthday. Man, I want to thank you so much, man. Yo, you broke us down with knowledge. This is what the fucking platform needed. I can't wait to post this shit.
If you care about money and you do music, which is a lot of his followers, follow my boy Mims. I'm just trying to tell you, like, every day is like some, like, I don't know, just the shit you post also is just, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It's crazy.
Knowledgeable.
Yeah, like I know Eric is the one who posts all the stuff
Eric,
on the knowledge, but we, yeah. Me, Eric, and CL, we still go strong in the space. We believe in it wholeheartedly, and anybody that's literally trying to understand it or convert into it, man, I'm not that guy that's like, you got to pay me for the knowledge. Just hit me up. Let's rap. Let's talk. Because I feel like this is something for the culture. We need to really kind of get more people in the culture involved in the space, and
listen, people,
and let's do it.
Listen, people. Mims had the #1 record in the country. He made a lot of money. He was smart with it,
and he used the internet to get there.
And I'm gonna tell you, don't think differently.
Also, the first artist that sent out the blast to DJs, MP3s, like before you had to physically mail your records.
Facts.
He was the first artist to mail your records to the DJs through an email. Nobody even knew what email. I had to figure out what an email was just to get the damn song at the time.
Facts. And, no, but they need to understand. Mims is he's getting this, huh? I just seen him. If you check his gram out, motherfucker was in Dubai. Yes, how was that? How was that? I ain't gonna lie, I want to go there.
You know, they pay well. I had a good time. It was some. It was
So wait,
convention.
you said they pay well? Show?
Yeah,
I saw you.
Show out there.
Yeah, because I saw you.
Let's be doing different shit.
Yo, son.
Yo, nigga just performed for
no, but the only reason why
500.
I understand that, but the only reason why I said that was because when he came up on here, he was just like, yo, like he really didn't want to talk too much of the music shit. Right or wrong?
Yeah. I'll be in and out, man. It
got
depends
you
on the day you catch me on my move. But yeah.
But that's how big the record is, man.
When you perform for that CEO, that bag is different. That's not like a check. That's like, yo, that nigga probably said, yo, here's like some stocks. Now you're a millionaire.
You know what?
Now you're a millionaire.
Tone, you understand me. Yeah, I mean, sometimes for me, I love performing, but sometimes I really just love the network and get into different rooms. And shout out to people at Dubai. They got a conference called Broke the Boss, and that was the first time I was able to see. It was a black brother as well who was doing this thing. Had about 2,000 people fly out there and support him. So I not only did I make money, but I also got to meet some really cool people, and that's really what it's all about. So.
Exactly, man. Yo, man, thank you, man. You're a good dude, man. 100%.
Mims, are you doing the South by Southwest, that Texas?
Nah, I'm so CL's out there right now. Just spoke
to
CL
okay.
Maybe 5 minutes ago. So he's out there doing his thing. He's representing. I'm working on some different stuff, and then my birthday's actually next week, so I'll actually be partying down in Tampa.
Happy birthday! Happy early.
Yeah, so if y'all flying to Tampa, let me know. We here.
Oh man, thank you, man. Thank you for the invite. Yo, Mims, thank you. So be up on YouTube. We're gonna definitely get to the sit down, man.
Yeah, let's rap, man. For sure. I love what you guys are doing.
Thank you. It means a lot.
And yeah, I know you like NFT memes, tech memes, Metaverse memes. You got mad different memes names now, right? But when you come here, like this is you still gonna burn it down because you are definitely a rapper still. Sure. You still gonna burn it down.
I gotta prepare something, and let's do it. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah. Thanks, Mims, and SHEABABYTV Wednesdays, and we out of here. Heard it from your man.